Hey there, YouTube land. Hey, Greg, I definitely appreciate you popping in and taking the time. I totally get it. That's why I popped it back half an hour. Seems to work out a little bit better for more people. I got to do it when I have time. Mornings are a little bit more settled around my house with all my critters and my responsibilities. So this is when I have time to do it. So I definitely appreciate it. Feel free to watch the replay and, of course, like and subscribe. Hey, yeah, it's nice to have you guys pop in anytime you can. You know I appreciate it. So, how's it going, everybody? Cold. Looks like it's cold everywhere. We have 60 degrees, about 10-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be okay over the weekend, I guess. So, I'll take it. We don't need cold. We really don't need cold. So, yeah, wind. We just got a lot of wind. So, yeah, watch that wind, guys. It's that's what gets you. It sneaks in where you don't think it's gonna. Then you got to crank up your heat and then your electric bill or whatever, propane or oil, whatever y'all using goes up, or you got to get another cord of wood, been there, done that, used them all. So, yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing okay. Here it is, almost Friday. That's what I call Thursday, almost Friday. So, I always look forward to Friday night when Doug's home and in theory is going to be home, most of the weekend. Everybody, please just keep it in your thoughts that there will not be another plumbing issue this weekend. Oh my God. Yeah, he was there last weekend and we had to replace the valves for the washer because they were leaking, and it was leaking bad enough it was coming out from under the trailer. So yeah, seems like when she moves out, we're going to have to get Rob back in there to pretty much replace all the floors in there. We're not going to do it while she's living there. Nothing's bad, but if we don't address it, it'll just end up being, falling through or something. So that'll happen, I guess, in July, August this year. Yeah, no, don't think about it. Don't think about it. All right, let's go to the quote for the day because, yep, everybody's talking about it again. It's very interesting. I keep having the same things. I think we're all starting to get on sync, or not all of us. A lot more of us are getting on sync with how we're thinking about how things should be. And I say that because it doesn't seem to matter where I'm at. I'm hearing the same conversations. I could be on Mark, I could be on a jewelry channel, I could be on, I don't know, some, news kind of situation. And I keep hearing the same theme repeated. We got to change, we got to change, we got to change. So fingers crossed, share screen works. I'm going to keep myself up there because I think that's the only way you can hear me. So hang on. There you go. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. You guys have a big time delay. Okay. So this is by, and apparently there's some controversy as to who actually put out this quote, but someone actually said it out in Mark this morning, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's the words right there. How nice of you to bring those to me today. Thank you. We must be willing to let go of the life we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. Okay, taking that down just in case you guys couldn't hear me. We know Joseph Campbell. I did not. Hi, Nikki. We're talking about how we have to change our lives today. So yeah, I thought that was like a pretty good quote, especially for us in the RV community, because what are we doing? We're planning. Oh, let's make a humanitarian project. Let's use AI now and spend another 6 months of our lives planning for things that we will do eventually. Let's do things now. Let's do it right now. Everything, girlfriend. Have you stopped drinking those Red Bulls yet? That's your mission. Because, I am the health police now. All right, I'm going to try to stay off soapbox. But anyway, I thought that was a great quote. I really did. I'll pop it up one more time. Hang on. Yes, you can. You can, I promise. I know, and I'm sorry. I am sorry. I mean, do y'all know? Yeah, y'all know. Every one of you is over 25, right? So, y'all know. We got to take better care of ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. We're not doing ourselves any favors. We're just not. And it's making us unhappy. And what is the point? We got to stop doing that. But, we have a life right now. And, I was saying the other day how I need to get back onto a quote unquote schedule because I just willy-nilly life right now because I can. But it also doesn't give you the purpose. And I'm not saying you have to make a checklist, and if you don't get it done, oh boy, you better not go to bed, because we've all been guilty of that one too. But there's a balance, and we need to figure it out. And while we're waiting for our lives to get better, we need to, hey, Jessica, like live like right now, today, like especially like people with kids, because they get big and they go away and then they don't talk to you and you're like, oh, wow, that kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm not dead. So what am I going to do with myself? And I think, a bunch of us in this age group are in that situation. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? I know, honey, you pop in when you can. I love it. At least most of my comments are showing. I've got both my chats up today because apparently Rita was talking about it today and it's been going on. Chats, comments aren't showing up and people were blaming StreamYard, but apparently it might be YouTube doing its YouTube thing. So, we got to be aware of that, especially us in the reseller community. Haha, like I'm there yet. Not yet, but I'm working on it. And I haven't got the printer yet work yet, Nikki. I will ship your package even if I have to write on it. But I'm working on it. But yeah, I spent the last couple of days just getting it together. And boy, am I way far away from being there. But I actually was the other day, I was trying to get some coffee out. And I buy 2 or 3 things of coffee from Amazon a month. And I keep them in my drawer and I refill my container on the counter. And I had a couple different flavors going and we had vitamins and we had this and it's like, what is all this stuff? It's like there's all this clutter in my life that I need to get rid of because I can't go forward because there's stuff in my way. I know, girlfriend, you're very patient, but I'm trying. But I definitely appreciate you being my guinea pig and I know that you don't mind and that you're going to give me the time I need because it's not like, it's going to be any gold or anything going on in that box. Oh, boy. I don't know if I should even say this, but I will. And I have to figure out who it was. I bought a turtle because, me and my critters, right? And I just thought it was really cute. And it was just this little figurine dude, and you stand him up and he's like a little Japanese guy with like a turtle shell on. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of like a grown up Ninja Turtle, right? And I just thought he was really cool. So I got him. I paid a whopping $5 for him. Well, Adam is a critter figurine freak like me. I guess he inherited that gene from me. So he has quite the collection of especially turtles. Guys, I'm sorry, he's still not here. I said his name out loud and the animals are excited again. Sorry, guys. So for Valentine's Day, I gave him a choice of gifts. I bought these coasters that were like shaped like big giant coins, And I said, I have this cool little turtle dude. And he's looking at him, he's like, well, he's kind of creepy. I'm like, I know, but he's really cool. He's like, all right, I'm going to take the turtle. I said, okay. So he calls last night late, which was out of character for him, like late for this old people, after dark. It was after 7 p.m. And we're like, oh, is everything okay? He's like, well, actually, I have some goodies to bring you. I helped one of the girls at work, and she's, I think, oh, Lord, Romanian or something like that. And she bakes, and she made this really good pastry puff stuff with cream filling. I don't know what it is, but it's really good. So he's like, I got too much. I'm going to bring you some. I said, okay. So he brings us dessert, which is great. We just finished dinner. So he comes over. He says, well, I really wanted to show you something. And he pulls up his phone, and he starts scrolling through, and he pulls up a picture of the little turtle guy. Apparently, that little turtle guy just sold for 900 Australian dollars a week ago. So I guess he's worth about $500 because apparently he's made out of ivory. And I don't know who I bought him from, but I'm not going to sell him. But I would like to tell them, check your figurines next time. I had no idea. I just thought he was a cool little dude. Hey, Victoria, good to see you. Sorry, I'm telling stories. I'm not looking at chat. Nikki, now I've given it to my kid as a present. I want it back. Oh, bad mama. Bad mama. Can you believe that? I'll try to get Adam has the picture. I didn't even take a picture of him. He was just some little cute dude I bought in one of your auctions. I might have got him from Steven, and Steven's really gonna he's gonna have a heart attack, but I'm not selling him. If I did sell him, I would give him money, but I'm not selling him. I might have got him on Gary's auctions on West Side, and I definitely give Gary the money. So I got to figure out where I got him. Check your little figurines, folks. People are like, oh, I don't know, he's just like some little resin dude, or like they didn't know what he was. Got him in a box of stuff. Yeah, Nikki, I'll have to get the picture from Adam so I can send it to you, because I don't know, he used his phone and did the Google image search or whatever, Wow, that was quite interesting, don't you think? I told him, do not tell your siblings. Oh, Rebecca, my thought on this is, and I see people struggling with that. I'm doing it as I forget what the term is. I buy a lot of jewelry, like a whole bunch of stuff in one container. I got to cost, divide by how many pieces. As long as you're making that much money back, you're good to go. Someone got a really good deal from you, so what? But see, that's me. I'm not out there thrifting looking for those deals. That's not what I want to do. I don't, nope. Don't want to do it. So that's how I see it. And, I see people struggling with well, I don't know, this clasp might be sterling. And it's like, literally, unless I'm going to melt it down, I don't care. It's going to be on the back of my neck, under my hair. I don't care. If someone is that close up to me, giving me a hard time about whether or not my clasp is sterling, yeah, probably not somebody I'm hanging out with. They probably wouldn't be that close to me. See, that's how I feel. Wow. Ellen accidentally bought a treasure and didn't even know it, right? So, someone else hucked it in. I guess things like that happen. A lot of people don't really, I'm not into collectibles that say, I'm not spending $1 bajillion on something just because someone stamped Tiffany on the back of it. I don't care. Sterling is sterling, and if it's pretty, it's pretty. I'm not paying extra money. I didn't go for the Nikes or the Jordache, or that's not my deal. Never has been, never will be. Wow, yeah. And if you find one and you can sell it, good for you. And if you really bought it cheap and the person you bought it from could use the money, throw them $50. I'm guessing they'd be happy. Maybe you have to tell them how much you got for it, So anyway, got off on that little tangent, didn't I? But yeah, that kind of really blew me away. I was like, whoa, I better check things out a little bit closer, huh? So yeah, as I was saying, I did manage to get stuff sorted out. I've got all my tax papers in one pile. Now I just have to get the gumption to go to turbotax.com and start it, because that's like, no one wants to do that. And it always, I don't care who you are, puts you in a bad mood. I don't care if you're getting money back or not. Those, it's just, nobody wants to do that. You already know everything about me. Can you just send me the paper and say, do you agree, and let me sign it? Isn't that what we do with every other contract we have going? And pretty much it's a contract because it's voluntary according to the Constitution, but the IRS doesn't seem to understand that concept. So hopefully that will change soon too. Yay! Oh man, I gotta double check my chat here. I'm missing some messages. Yeah, extension. You just no, Nikki. Don't make me get some strikes on your channel so that you got to have some forced time off, so you have nothing better to do than your taxes. I know y'all think I'm nice, but got a little evil streak in me sometimes. Oh man. All right. So where I was going with all that is I feel better. Believe it, I don't know, maybe you can tell. And it's stupid. I just cleaned up a 2-foot section of my kitchen counter. and I got all my papers in one pile. I still haven't done them, but I also, uploaded like 6 videos to YouTube yesterday. I've been neglecting the Petrichor Ranch side of things, and people like my critters. And I, went and did some fixing on some video things, background stuff. I even went and set up a buy me a coffee thing for something I have planned when I hit 500 subscribers on this channel. So, I'm just doing all that kind of trying to get the printer to work, and I finally gave up before I threw it against the wall, because that's not nice to throw your new printer against the wall. So we'll try again later when we're in a better mood. But I did get a lot done, and that made me feel better. And I think that's what we all have to do. And that whole planned life. I mean, I don't remember things. Brain damage. I'm old. Being willing to let go of the life we planned. That's something I had to do and that was, personal. Very, it had nothing to do with anybody but me. But, we were moving here, and we were going to retire, and the kids were going to have grandkids, and they were all going to come hang out, and I was going to bake cookies, and we were going to go horseback riding. And, guess what? All those plans hinged on somebody else doing something that was none of my business. Like, I can't go around planning my kids' lives and telling them that they have to vacation here with me because that's what I want for my retirement. It gets, there's a fine line there where you really can't cross as the parent or any other human to another human, right? So I did have to let go of my plans that I thought was how my life was going to go. And then, after that, it wasn't too long after that I fell into the RV community. It's like, oh yeah, well, now I'm planning, living in that dream house in Oregon, and I'm going to have bajillions of dollars and rescue tons of animals and blah, 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 Well, guess what? That's been over 2 years or pushing 3 years for me that I was in. I can't keep doing that. So we got to let go of those plans and live life today so that tomorrow will be better. And you know what? That's kind of how we get to that vague dream life that we all want. That, as I tell people, I'm trying to build a life that I don't need a vacation from. No, I don't know if that's really attainable, but you all, the less headaches, the less stress, the less time it takes for me to go through 3 cans on my kitchen counter to make 1 pot of coffee, the more time I have to do something else, like, sit down and do the taxes, But once that's off my plate, everybody knows you can breathe better. Bye, Jessica. Thanks for popping in, girlfriend. See you soon. I have been busy, but in good ways. And, I'm very spoiled. I don't have to work. My husband works. I have enough money to pay bills. Even though we dumped a bunch of money on the plumbing, we aren't happy. It emptied the savings account, but there's still some in there. His paycheck is still there. The bills are still getting paid. Probably. I don't even hear them anymore. They're here. They're all here. If you hear whistling, that's the African gray. That's Riley. But yeah, sorry, they're just part of my daily living. I don't even hear them anymore. So I've been living with them since 2000. So yeah, 25 years I've had parrots. So anyway, so that was, where I was going with that. And I think we need to do something to help ourselves. I think there's too many people waiting around for someone else to help them. And I do believe that we're going to get some, I don't know if I want to say help, but some relief from the government overreach. We'll be able to live more in, along the lines of how we want to, but with that comes responsibility of, it's not like you can call the landlord because the water heater broke, like you're the landlord, you got to fix it. So no, thank you. I'm not a Florida fan. Been there a couple times, and the humidity is just, y'all, just crazy folk down there. Trains. Yeah, I've been on a couple train trips. I like trains. I would rather go on a train than on a plane. All right, so I do have another a little short video I want to share. If I can make it work properly. I think I can. And this is called If You're Ambitious But Lazy, which, yep, that's me all over the place. I got all kinds of plans and thoughts and dreams, but, if I just had an assistant that would get it done for me, you know. So this is just a couple minute video to give us all some ideas on how to take care of business. Maybe it'll help you. Oh, hang on. Hang on 1 second. It says it's lost connection to my screen share. Let's see if it's happy now. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take myself out because you don't need to hear me. So I will be back in a minute. Everybody. Okay, sorry about that. I will start it again. I don't know what the deal is with this, but I have to stay up there apparently. So here we go again. So very sorry. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. When I share screen, I lose sound and it even says share sound and my microphone was still on. So there's the link. Go watch it. It's like a 2.5 minute video. It's cool. Sorry, guys. I don't know. It's a StreamYard thing, apparently, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. So I may have to contact them. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I could hear it just fine. And I don't know why you couldn't hear it through my microphone, which was on. So I don't know. But click the link, go watch the video. It's really short. Just, give you a little encouragement. A lot of it is like, they say make a list, but don't make like the list, because we all got one of those. Break it down into a little task, like clean up the 3 canisters and the 2 extra empty vitamin containers and the the why is this here thing, I don't even know what it is, off your kitchen counter. Do that. Just do that. And then tomorrow you can move to like a 3-foot section, the next part of your kitchen counter, whatever it is. I mean, we all got our thing that needs to get done. So, there's that. So that's the point of it, is that we have to stop waiting around. And as much as we don't like it, those plans we made tomorrow is not promised. I mean, wow, boy, go dig around in that sack of, sayings. They haven't been around forever for no good reason, like, what are you doing today? And I'm not saying don't plan for tomorrow, but don't put all of your hopes and dreams on tomorrow. Do today, do tomorrow, do the next day. Every day. We only get so many days. We're running out of them. Every second you're breathing is another one you're not going to get. So do it today, folks. Do it today. Oh, man. So that's my thought on it. I don't know what y'all think, but like I said, we've been stepping it back up with our vitamins and our food and our, doing it better. And after a couple weeks, we can tell the difference. Yep, we're old now. It's, and that's a big part of it too, accepting we're not 25 or 18 or even 35 anymore. I mean, we don't heal fast. Things hurt more. It takes us longer to do everything. The brain farts. I mean, words have become hard. So I wish we had like that delete button, or like refresh browser button, because I probably shouldn't say that because I'm sure Elon can install one for us. But, it's like, you can't, I'd like to defrag. If I could defrag it and put it all back together, it'd be easier to access, So, but, it's all part of it. And they say the better you take care of yourself, the less decline you have, the less mental decline. That's why things like crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, anything with fine motor skills, making jewelry, knitting, crocheting, woodworking, pick a thing, mechanics, anything that you're keeping yourself moving and thinking, but we just keep dumping chemicals into our bodies so we can just keep on doing what? Making more money so that what? So we can pay more to the, I don't know, apparently the 360-year-old people on Social Security. I don't know. So, I mean, I think a lot of us, like I've been saying forever, we got to move it into smaller community kind of situations where we're taking care of local business more often than, always on Amazon shopping from China or whatever, because, I don't know. I just think the world's weird, and I think it really messes with us. And we're starting to figure out, all this shiny stuff isn't really making it happen for us. And it's really about relationships and how you feel about yourself, and what are you going to do to make the world a better place? And it doesn't have to be a grand scale, hey, I came up with a cure for cancer. It could just be, I was really kind to my neighbors and that kind of stuff. I took in animals. I donated to the food bank. I don't know, whatever you can do. And it doesn't have to be money. It can be time. I mean, there's lots of older women that enjoy crocheting and don't want to be doing an online sales. They just make hats for babies in hospitals, or, lap blankets for people in nursing homes. Or I mean, there's things you can do. Look around your area. And I think you'll find the more you give, the more you get back. And it's not that people are going to be dumping prizes on your lap, but you're going to feel like a better human, which will then make you a better human, which will then attract better humans to you, which, guess what? Makes your future better. So, it's all connected. Yeah, somebody's taking their vitamins. I'd like to know what kind they are. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, should we move on to the scripture here today? All right, I got my book. Need my light because the print is small. I will be ordering a large print. I'll probably still need a light till I go and get glasses, which, I'm not in a big hurry to do, so we'll get to it eventually. Oh, man. So, yeah, this is from the 365 Daily Devotions Walking with God book I got from Rita by David Jeremiah. And we're going to try to share screen again. I'll give it a shot. All right. Okay, can you hear me? All right, I think you guys have it up now. So, this is February 20th, Changing Directions. Jonah arose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. Jonah 1:3. Now in this one it says, oops, wrong page. But Jonah got up and went the other direction to Tarshish, running away from God. He went down to the port of Joppa and found a ship headed for Tarshish. He paid a fare and went on board, joining those to Tarshish, as far away from God as he could get. Because he didn't want to change. He didn't want to do what, he was told to do and what he knew was right. It's not always fun. Thank you, Rebecca. Feel weird doing it, but Rita said do it. And I know, I blame Rita, and I'm not blaming Rita. I'm just saying, she's not the only one. A lot of people have been saying it lately. And like I said, keep hearing the same things over and over. Well, at some point, you should pay attention, right? So I'm doing my best. All right, so nothing's more terrifying than seeing a car racing towards you going the wrong way on the freeway. At that moment, many lives are in danger. According to most recent figures, over 1,700 people die annually in the United States from crashes caused by drivers traveling the wrong way on the highway. Statistics indicate that 2/3 of those wrong-way drivers are drunk. Others take the wrong ramp onto the highway. Maybe some are fleeing the police. It's always dangerous to go the wrong way. It didn't work out very well for Jonah, and it didn't work out for us. Is your life headed in the wrong direction? Has Satan gotten the better of your judgment? Do you need to make some changes? Don't be the man who said he was making a 360-degree change. Turn exactly 180 degrees. Repent of any and all sin. Rededicate yourself to Jesus Christ in body, mind, and soul. As Ezekiel 33:11 said, turn from your evil ways, for why would you die, O house of Israel? Let the Lord help you get out of the wrong lane today. And from Robert J. Morgan, repentance is one of the most positive words in any language. It tells us we can change direction. It assures us God will help us improve. There you go. Change directions. Now, I don't know that you have to go a whole 180 degrees. I guess that, that you will know. I don't know what y'all are up to. That's none of my business. But, sometimes taking a left or a right, maybe you were thinking that path was the right one and it was getting really bumpy and rocky. And you know what? Usually there's a reason for that. Now, sometimes, there's a big mountain and it's put there on purpose. How bad do you want it? Climb the mountain or turn around and go back home? But when it's just like every day, constant struggle, constant being pissed off at the world, constant just being grumpy and miserable and feeling crappy. Because, the more our brains are unhappy, we take that into our body, and we all take it in different places, our shoulders, our backs, our stomachs. I mean, we all got the things. A lot of that'll go away if you fix the life thing that's causing the stress, which then puts that into your body. It's all connected. People don't like to hear that either, but it's all connected. So, but that's where I'm at. I'm taking the baby steps again because I put them off to the side. I got busy doing other stuff. Learned some life lessons that I wish I hadn't, but oh well, there we are. But you learn them, you move on. Okay, now I know I don't have to go there again. Okay, good. Now I can do this other thing without the guilt, without the worrying, without feeling like, oh well, I'm doing well. I'd like to help those people, but those people, yeah, they don't want my help. So that's fine, and I don't need it. So, we'll just leave it at that. Again, change your plans, because your plans are only in your head. As much as you don't want to believe that, they haven't happened, or they wouldn't be plans. They'd be now, because now is all we have. Right now, right now, right now. So I keep trying to remember that, and I'm working on doing what I'm told and not running away and getting on a boat. And, I already did that. I ran out here to Arizona, but that was a thing I should have done, and I should have probably done it 20 years earlier than I did it, and it would have changed some of these future plans that I had all locked up in my head. That it was the grief process of letting all that go. It sounds weird, but you guys probably get it. I'm sure there's been things you thought for sure, this is how it was going to be, and it just never came to fruition. So you grieve that loss, because you really, that's become you, who you identify as. And yeah, it's not. Future stuff is not you. You're not there yet. So pay attention to today and do your best and be kind and be helpful. And if you are the one that needs help, ask for help. There's people out there that are willing to do it. And, don't be greedy, takey, vampire-y person that just sucks out everybody's energy. But if you really need help, ask for help. Get that ego out of there. Get it out. Get. You need help, you need help. We all need help sometimes. And, if someone asks you for help, if you can't help, tell them you can't, but do what you can. Let me help you find a different resource. I don't have what you need, but I know somebody does. Let's go find it together. That's help. There's a lot of ways you can help people without, emptying your bank account or spending all your time and energy worrying about their problems. And yeah, if you're doing that, chances are you got some in your own house that need cleaning up. So, it's much easier to deal with someone else's problems, but, trouble with doing that is that isn't always reciprocated. So your problems get bigger while you're helping someone else, and the balance goes out of whack again. So I think that's the big secret going on is balance and community. Doesn't mean you have to like all your neighbors, but you don't have to be mean to them either. So yeah, there you go, Nikki. That's a good one. Yeah, and apparently he's got a plan, and I figured out that secret Bible code where I can find it. So, that's part of reading these scriptures. Well, that it's in there, the plan's in there. You just gotta listen, chew on it, think about it, get a couple different versions, read what you need to, go talk to somebody that knows more than you. That's what I've been doing, and just try, as long as you're actually legitimately trying, you're not doing it wrong. I mean, unless you're trying to be bad, because, of course, probably not doing that wrong either. No, it's not. And yep. I still think I was, a pioneer woman, and not because I was so, fearless, but because I think they knew how to live with nature and, seasons and animals and things, and they knew plant medicine, and, that's how we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to be living in this chemical corporate world, and it just causes us to not be able to function properly, mentally, physically, spiritually. And yeah, they would like all that spiritual stuff to go away, I know, but so. But yeah, that's about all I got for you guys today. I hope I helped and didn't stress you out. And I'm sorry the video didn't play, but please do click the link and go check it out. I mean, it's only a couple minutes, but just these videos and things and people talk, this isn't all out there because we're not all thinking the same thing. We're just not all sure how to, hey, Sharon, how you doing? It's not all sure how to get on the path we're supposed to be on. And a lot of times we don't get on the path we know we're supposed to be on because society or the spouse or I don't know, whatever, your own brain says, because your childhood growing up told you have to do this, that. Nah, you got to do what you got to do. And if you're just in it to impress somebody, you're probably not on the right path. Maybe you are, but I'm thinking not. I don't think that's what we're here to do is impress each other. I think we're here to help each other and experience things, good, bad, and otherwise. So, But yeah, that's about it. I am going to go and play with my printer and see if Buy Me a Coffee will decide that the new link that they sent me is an active link, because that's another problem I have. They send me links and I send them back and they say, oh, that's not right. It's like, well, you just gave it to me and I copied and pasted. So, I don't know. More of the tech stuff. Yeah, that's being human. That it's not corporations and technology and chemicals and money and greed and power, and I guess maybe it is, but that's not my idea of a human experience that I would like to have. I enjoy electricity. I enjoy soft clothing and things that we antibiotics and things that we do have, and I'm glad I don't have to go start a fire. I'm not good at starting them. I'm good at keeping them going though. So, but to cook and I'm happy with a lot of modern conveniences, but it doesn't mean we have to be that. We don't have to be that robot. Don't care about anything. I don't see that as a human being. I don't know. I just don't see it that way. So. We don't pay enough attention to, Jiminy Crickets. I'm just a freak about nature, guys. I sit here and look at videos of Angel Falls or someplace out in the middle of some weird desert I've never heard of. And I just, just blown away by the beauty of this planet. And I really wish I could travel more around it. All right. I might be there. I don't know. I'm trying to spend less time online watching other people's lives and trying to spend more time doing my life. It doesn't mean I don't want to be there. It means I really need to get my head out of my butt and take care of my business. And I do know also once I get my business taken care of, as long as I stay on top of it, I will have a lot more free time to hang out online and socialize. And right now I'm using it as an excuse not to get my stuff done. But once the stuff is done, I won't need an excuse to do it. So, that's where I'm at. Still in that little, what do they say? It's not a circle, it's a spiral. You just got to keep learning things as you go around and around and make it better until you get to the outside, right? So, all right, you guys, I do hope you all get some sun. I know that may be kind of iffy for some of you. And if you can't get any, hot chocolate, movies, blankie, cuddle up with your friend, your dog, whatever you got, I'm no judges. Whatever you got a teddy bear, works for me. I don't care. Hey, stay warm, stay safe, And Doug and I will be back here on Sunday. And responsibilities, those, nobody likes them, but yeah, we all got them. But yeah, so until then, you guys get some sun, find a reason to smile. And as always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Bye now.